So now we will read the chapter. Every nation has its own myths and legends. You are going to read one very famous legend about a little Dutch boy. The word myths means traditional stories handed out through generations and generations. Okay, so we will write the meaning. Then we have the meaning of the word legend. Legend means great events or great people related to that event. Okay? Now, how does one become a legend? How does one do some legendary work? Great, right? The meaning is having done some great work. So does it mean great in the sphere of money, great in the sphere of success, or great in the sphere of contribution towards someone? Yes, children, you all are right. What I mean over here is one becomes a legend when he has contributed something to someone, something to one's society, something to one's country or the entire world. So this particular boy did something really great, contributed something really great towards his country. Hendrik would be 10 years old in 10 months. All his life he had heard about the dikes. He knew that a big part of Holland, his homeland, lay below the level of sea, and the only thing that protected it from being flooded were the dunes and dikes. The dikes, which were made by humans, were the most important. From very long ago, Hollanders had put up great mounds of earth and sod to save their land from the tides. It was a cruel war between the rising of the sea and the strength of the dikes, and for many years the sea threatened to win. But the Hollanders loved their country and would not allow the sea to drive them out from there. They fought back the waters that roared in from the North Sea. They protected the soil with longer and larger dikes, using barriers of clay and stone as well as bricks. So over here we see that Hendrik, who's just going to turn 10 years old, has great love for his place, for his homeland. Okay, now this place, Holland, is below the sea level. So they had to depend upon dikes and dams. So basically these embankments were made next to the bank of the rivers, next to the bank of the canals, so that the water doesn't flow or flood. And the dikes, the walls were made next to the coastal areas so that we don't have any coastal water reaching in the lowland. So such a thing was done to protect and make the existence of the place continue. It was real hard work, and the generations and ancestors of people had to work really hard to sustain the existence of this place. And Hendrik was really proud about that fact. It was like a war between the rising sea and between the motivation and determination of the people, because they loved their place. So they used to use clay, they used to use bricks, they used to use stones, they used to use sod. Sod is basically, children, when you grow grass, you put plants between the bricks. So the roots, kind of make it, strengthen it further. The roots, kind of get into the bricks and strengthen the strength of the entire dike even more. Okay, so let's write down the meaning. Sod meaning grass. Dike dikes meaning walls of stone next to coastal area. And dunes, which were banks built to prevent rivers from flooding.